Hello, hello. We're back with more EU4 Italy, and we've let some time pass because we're going to kind of shift things from here on out a little bit to covering longer periods of time per episode. Alright, so we can get things moving along and not be bogged down in the 1600s forever. So, we did a few more little wars in Southeast Asia in the Indonesia, Moluccas, Papua New Guinea, etc., areas. Uh, Mopped up the rest of Majapahit. What remains of them is now called Candace. Yeah, I'll let you make that joke. Alright. And we popped in and took out these guys right here. I don't even remember their name. And colonized this stuff right here. And all that stuff. So, we're moving forward with our plan, okay, to continue the wars in Iberia, because Spain seems to be having another little civil dispute at home. And so what an opportunity for us to strike. What an opportunity for us to just go ahead and hit him with that conquest. Alright, and if we co-belligerent Catalonia and Sus, we could take pretty much all of our claims in one big war here. However, France wasn't going to join them before, but apparently France is going to join them now, so I need to reposition some armies real quick and get us ready to go, and then we will go ahead and launch the campaign. Alright, well we ended up waiting a whole year, essentially, getting troops into position, moving navies into position, all that. Looks like they just white-pieced this war with Sevilla. However, they don't have any ties with France anymore. So I think we're still going to just strike while the iron's hot. We outnumber them quite a lot. We're still going to co-belligerent Catalonia and Sus. Alright. Eliminate Sus. And there's no need for me to co-belligerent Zaragoza or Portugal right now because I don't have claims on them right now. We're going to take Huesca as the war goal. We got 4 stacks here. We got 1 stack ready to go torture the Sus. And we can ship more over if we really need to. Let's go ahead and light it off. We've already got Gibraltar blocked. Let's get in there and start occupying some things, huh? Well, that's 2 navies beaten already. And we begin the siege of Barcelona. Little rebellion going on in Italian Brazil, but that's fine. They're taking care of it. They are taking care of it. And the fact that we're going to get some of our colonial navies and armies in here quite quickly bodes well as well. We may even be able to take some colonies from them in this war and not just European territory, but we'll see about that. We'll see how that goes. Boom, Catalonian navy kaput. Ist kaputt. Wait, I'm Italy, not Germany. I don't speak Italian. I only know a few words in Italian, and most of them are not fit for polite company, to say the least. Spanish, Portuguese, a little better at, but hey, you know, do what you can. We are already the world's largest rum producer. And I'm all about it. Alright, let's go just occupy Portugal's capital. Start getting all their little vassals and allies out of this. Oh yes. Let us handle sus as well. Before I forget, we must handle the sus. We got mill access here, but they're not in the war. And Grain Coast is already sieging down the sus capital, dude. The capital of the sus. Cantabria's just declared war on them too. Based. Based. Alright, I'm gonna let Grain Coast occupy the rest of that for me so we don't take too much attrition down there. And you know what? I think we can just go ahead and put you on autonomous sneeding. Go do some crimes, some war crimes. My favorite kind of crimes. Have a little barrage as a treat. Just 'cause I'm feeling feeling a little giddy, alright? We just wanna kill them. We just wanna absolutely annihilate them. We just want their blood. Let's see, we're actually occupying them in good old Mexico and in Central America as well. We'll let the colonials handle the colonial battles here. But I would like to, you know, perhaps fatten up Italian Colombia with a little bit of Spanish land. Huh? You know, or maybe give them a little bit of the Central American land. That'd be nice. Be a nice little treat for them. And our emperor died. Long live the new emperor. 555, but with no consort and all that. Oy, 46 years old, no consort. That is not great. Yo, Byzantium, oh, he's in a junior. I forgot he's our junior partner. Hey, Russia, I forgot you're a republic. Oh, is there anybody I can get a royal marriage with? Let's see. Alright, let's see about royal marriages. Hungary, my old friend. Give my man's a wife. He needs it. Needs him a Hungarian wife. That was kind of an ill-advised landing, Grain Coast, but you know what? I'm not gonna tell you no. What I am gonna tell you is, stop your autonomous sieging, because we're gonna kill. We're gonna do a little bit of killing them. They want to bring forces over here from Colombia. We're just gonna kill them. Oh, I was kind of hoping we'd catch that Portuguese army there too. Unfortunate. But we can send one on the chase, huh? Oh! What a time to autosave. Yeah, I keep getting a bunch of these random temporary claims in Southeast Asia, and honestly, I can't be arsed to deal with it right now. To keep it 100 with you, alright? We got bigger fish to fry, like restoring the Roman Empire. Simple as. We'll go siege down Zaragoza. And you know what, you can go back on autonomous sneeding, my friend. You in particular. We've almost fully sieged down the Sus guy. The Sus country. But it's probably going to be a little bit more time of just sieging down before before Spain's ready to peace out on terms that I will find acceptable for the amount of blood and effort we've put in. Simple as. Oh, one of my generals is dead. At least he's not going to occupy something that has a fort. So as soon as he occupies that, we can get him a new general. So many occupations. You take that guy. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Easy as. Okay. We need to solve this problem, this Portuguese army problem, once and for all. Killed. Zaragoza wants out. Sure. Get out of my war. No Protestantism. Yeah, Portugal, you get out of my war too. Thank you. Have a nice day. Don't worry, I'll be coming back for them. I'll be coming back for them another day. Lord have mercy, all of these. So many things happening. So many events. Alright, you get back to Tarragona. Oh, lordy, 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 Lord have mercy. Alright. Let's just go kill their navy. Let's just go kill their navy. Brilliant. Now, go blockade the... Actually, go kill the... That navy's looking a little... sus. Destroy them. Crush them. Kill them. Now go blockade Beja, because as soon as we occupy that, which will be quite soon, their navy's gonna come out. Or actually, it looks like Cantabria's gonna occupy that. Oh boy. Okay, rip to their navy. Absolute rip and pepperonis. Get back to Tangier for rest and refit, boys. Beautiful. Beautifully done. Now, who all is in this war at this point? Alright. Pretty much just them and their colonies. The only reason why they're not at a hundo right now is because some of their colonies and, like, native vassals or native allies here in the Americas have not been full occupied yet. So I think we're just gonna wait for our colonies to kind of wrap it up down here, and then we'll make a peace deal. Alright, finally, quite a bit later, we've got a peace deal. We're going to be taking Huesca and all of Catalonia and all of Sus. Byzantine Mexico is going to be taking quite a few provinces from New Spain. And Italian Colombia is going to be getting a couple provinces from Spanish Colombia and a province from Huesca. And we'll take however much money we can take and call it a war. A beautiful little victory. Let's go ahead, start making all those into cores, and finish the mission. España Tarraconense. Now I gained permanent claims on all of the Iberia region. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we get the mission to conquer basically the rest of Iberia, which I think we're going to be able to quickly declare on Sevilla and Valencia. However, I do want to wait at least until we get cores. A few religious conversions waiting on a few religious conversions is fine, but we don't want to be dangerously overextended, so we're going to wait until at the very least we've cored all this before we start moving on Valencia and Sevilla. So we'll be back very soon. Alright, we're actually going to have to be waiting longer than I thought. For some reason, Spain turned into Madrid, and at some point, because of this, even though Valencia and Sevilla were not in the war, and France wasn't in the war, I ended up with truces with all of them. So, we're gonna have to wait quite a while to be able to declare war on any of these guys again. And it's looking like 1640 for the French, so just another year for the French. But, several more years for Zaragoza, and till 1653 for all of the other former Spanish states, which kinda sucks, but maybe that means it's a good time to go after my claims on France. So basically all this right here. I'll mull it over while we wait for the truces to run out and continue, waiting on these cores and everything. We're also kind of just farming harsh treatments for the absolutism. And we'll be back when there's more to report on. Alright, another development has happened. I didn't realize that my truce with Sevilla was really, really short and is now over. We've managed to core everything, and we are working on converting all of these Catholic provinces to Orthodox. But I think we should waste no time and just go in on Sevilla while they're weak and isolated. This will bring in Madrid and Valencia, but I mean, it's not even like a contest at this point. It's just a we can't co-bellige Valencia, though, because we do still have a truce with them for a few more years. So I think it will we probably won't take their territory. We'll just probably put all the war score into taking Sevilla, but we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. What a time for my generals to be dying off, huh? Wow, I actually got a decent general from that? Holy moly. Alright, that is, yeah, every now and then you roll the dice and you get a good one. But for me, it still seems like rolling generals from the military screen I have better luck with. I don't know, maybe I'm just a superstitious old man. Okay, that's already the war goal occupado. Alright. We're just gonna steamroll right through them. Right through the both of them. Yeah, and that siege ain't gonna take very long. Beautiful. Where are these troops you supposedly had? Huh? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? I don't see them. I'm just saying. They seem to be suspiciously absent. Yep, I want to use this guy because he's a 4 siege. He's an absolute siege chad of a general. Alright. We love our siege generals. We love them. Beautiful. Now, once these guys are full occupied, we'll just do the same thing to Madrid and call it a day, you know? Beautiful. We are truly going to absolutely rule the Med. Completely disregarding the little bit of France there. All right. France doesn't exist. France is in your imagination. France isn't real. It can't hurt you. Beautiful. And time to once again siege down Madrid. Don't you just love it? Oh god. So many conversions happening all at once. Millions must be made Orthodox here. Billions even. Billions. I don't want to have to fish for another discipline advisor. Thank you. I do not wish to have to fish. Alright, well I think we're just gonna, keep up the pace and occupy all of this until they're all ready to surrender, so we'll be back once that's done, since it's just gonna be doing some leapfrog across here. If they manage to put together an army and fight, we'll report on that. Alright, well we've been occupying. We finally found their armies over here. 83,000, I think we can take that, despite the initial numbers disadvantage. Our colonial troops will get in there and we'll absolutely smack them, even if we get horrible rolls. The rolls ain't so bad now. Okay, just as I'm about to say the rolls ain't so bad. And it... We're so back, it's never been so over. We're so back, it's never been so over. Well, it's not a wipe, but I'll take it. Ba-ba, ba-ba. Another ba-ba? Come on, don't blue ball me like this. Ba-ba! Perfect, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, and Grand Coast there's just gonna go in on them and finish this. Finish this, my child. Kill them. Well, not a total wipe, but hey, you know. And they're going in on him again. There we go. They wiped him now. Beautiful. We'd love to see it. Total wipe. Total wipe. Now Byzantium's gonna come and deal with those Sevillian rebels. And we're gonna finish occupying Castelo Branco. And then, that'll pretty much be the war. I mean, they're getting freaking occupied over here again. I don't know if I'm gonna take a lot of colonies this go around, though. I don't know. I don't know about that. So, I think, again, it's gonna be pretty much the same thing where we have to just kind of sit on our thumbs and, wait for them to, be ready to surrender now. So I really don't want to ship a bunch of troops over to the New World and then ship them back as soon as we do the peace deal. So, we'll be back momentarily. Alright, peace treaty ready again. We had to wait and wait and wait, but we are going to be taking all of Sevilla. Just all of it, but nothing else in Europe, just Sevilla. And then we are going to be taking another small chunk of Mexico for Byzantine Mexico. And a decent chunk of Central America for Italian Colombia. One province down there for them too. And that's pretty much it, this war. So let's go ahead and just send it. Ain't even gonna bother taking their money this time. We just wanted territories. We just wanted the territory. But this means sitting on cores for another couple years while we farm harsh treatments to continue to get that good old absolutism up. Alright. So we will be back when we have something more to report on. Alright, just kind of catch y'all up on how things are going here. It's now 1648, so a few years have passed. We got everything cored and converted, but our truces in Spain with Madrid, Zaragoza, and Valencia are going to last till 1657, so another freaking 9 years. But we've begun the process of integrating Byzantium. So, in about 14 years, so 1663, 15 years, I can't math, alright? We'll have them integrated, which means we will also get all of Byzantine Louisiana, Byzantine Mexico, Byzantine California. And they got like one wild province out there in the middle of nowhere. In other news also, Italian Cascadia declared war on Japanese California and took some provinces here. They'll probably eventually do the same to Russian California. Byzantine Mexico, of course, has grown quite a bit due to our several wars here, and Italian Colombia is looking a lot less cramped. Still looking a little cramped, but I'd definitely like to take some of French Colombia from them when we finally decide to start going in on France. Which, I mean, we could really at any time. They would bring in, oh no, Scotland and Valencia and their colonies. Whereas we could bring in everybody plus Hungary. The only reason I'm not at the moment is because I really don't want a Madrid French coalition jumping me. I know I've got enough that I could take on that whole coalition, but that just sounds like Not very fun. Also, I'm really hating that I really hate this Madrid flip thing because it's just close enough to our color of green that when I'm zoomed out, it can make it a little bit difficult. Obviously, when we zoom in a little more, it's a little easier to tell, but still, there can only be one big green nation, alright? I ain't playing anymore, there can only be one big green nation. Oh, my advisors and generals have been dying off like crazy. Let's see, let's get a, I like production efficiency. We've leaned pretty heavy into production. We've also been, of course, building up everything, so most of our buildings for us and our subjects are up to date. Keyword most. I mean, there's a few that could... Oh, I meant to hit the plus 15 one. There's a few that I could build still, but they're just not going to be as profitable. We are building a lot of courthouses, though, to get that. To kind of lessen the strain on our gov cap, because we're going to... Well, to restore Rome, we're going to have to take a lot more land, alright? For one thing, we're about to be eating all of the Byzantine land in the next 15 or so years. We're going to be eating all of Spain, and then we're going to have to eat all of France and England to be able to form the Roman Empire. We are also going to have to eat some more land out here. So we're probably going to have to go to war with Isfahan, since it looks like they're taking some of what we'll need. So, you know, we got a ways to go yet. We've got quite a few wars that are going to need to be fought, and land that's going to have to be taken. I'll be glad to get the imperialism CB some point here, because that'll make things a lot easier for taking larger amounts of land in one war without spawning uber coalitions. We've been really careful about that so far. I'd like to not break that precedent. But I'm really surprised, honestly, that like Mexico and all this haven't broken free yet. But I say give it like one more good war with Madrid, and where we take land from them, and their colonies probably will start breaking away. I mean, some of them, Mexico has the most liberty desire, but it's still under 50%. But we take more development from them, and I'm sure that'll change. But for now, considering there's not much to do except wait for truces and such, I think that's where we're going to hang it up for today. I know, a short one, but is what it is. But we'll have more of this here soon. So, thank you everyone for coming by. Be sure to leave a like, maybe even a comment, and maybe even subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.